let's get right to it. Social media is losing its mind. I've always been someone who has said that social media sites can pretty much do whatever they want to. We're using them for free. We're not really getting anything out of it except, well, YouTube, you get to do videos and get in front of people. LinkedIn, you get to get on there and hopefully connect with some people to get business or to find services that you need. Facebook, mainly you connect with your family and friends. And Twitter, you get to express yourself, and sometimes you get stupid by doing it, but still, you get to talk to people all around the world. It's the easiest place to be able to talk to people from all around the world. So it's free, and we know that we get ads here and there, although I get to block a lot of them, and I'm going to keep that my little secret. But let's just face the fact here. Some social media sites are just losing their minds. And here's where I'm going with this. I'm just going to point out a few things and tell you why I think they've just lost their minds. So we just had Twitter roll out something that they're calling fleets. Now, it's funny enough that we got used to the term tweets and tweeting, all this other kind of stuff. Now we're supposed to get used to the term fleets. And basically what fleets are is the ability to put out a message that's only going to last 24 hours. And then it's gone. And they say that they tested this in other countries and found that it increased the conversation. And you know what? I don't know how true that is or not, but I have a feeling that it's not going to work as well here in the United States. Because most of us know that if we see something that's salacious or that we don't like or looks really stupid, we're going to screen print it. We're going to save it for posterity, and we're going to put it out there probably to get back at somebody who's put up something stupid. Now, all of us have a different way of thinking that something is stupid, but still, that's what we do. But fleets is this new thing. And in a weird way, I can understand why they may be doing it and not just telling us that, because a lot of younger people, I will say, because it's mainly younger people, have gotten on the platform when they were really young, said really stupid stuff, racist stuff, hateful stuff, and then they get to a certain position where now they're a little older and people are going back through because they've, now you've become famous in some way or infamous, and they go back and they see all this other stuff and they put it out there. And now you feel like, oh my goodness, now I'm really in trouble, and you have to apologize for something that you said when you were 12 or 13 years old. I've always been someone who said, you know what, I don't blame anybody for anything they said before they turned 17, except for the parents of those kids, who should have been watching what they were saying, but, that's here nor there. But people don't like being reminded of stupid, idiotic stuff that they said years ago. This happened during the presidential election, where you had certain Republicans, and Democrats too, but a lot more Republicans who took a stand on something and then had their words thrown back at them from 2016. Okay, we're talking about the Supreme Court nominee, Amy Barron Cohen. You know what? I don't know what the woman's name is. I could care less. I couldn't care less. I guess that's how it's supposed to be said. And the Republicans were pushing this through when back in 2016, when President Obama tried to get through Merrick Garrett. You know what? I can't remember. What doesn't matter. It was way back in February. And the Republicans who were running the Senate said, no, we don't think that you should be able to do that. We're going to wait until the new election and then we'll put someone through. This happened in September. And they pushed this lady through. Hypocrites. But they didn't like getting called on their own mess. And what do? They get Jack from Twitter and they send him to Washington, D.C. about that and a whole bunch of other stupid stuff. So fleets now will allow some of these stupid people to say stuff. The thing is, if you're a big name, like I said, you're going to get screen printed anyway, and someone is going to save it and use it back on you later. But for the rest of us, no one's going to pay much attention. Now, if I had my way, what I would love Twitter to do is limit the number of other Twitter accounts you can put in a message to 10 or less. Because I hate being in one of these big messages where someone has added 20 different people. I didn't even think you could get 20 names into a tweet, but you can. And then you say something stupid. Or someone has mentioned 20 people, and then you can retweet that, and then put in your message, and now you've got this 280, and then whatever it is you put on there. Fix that. and I'll be a lot happier than I will with fleets. That's number one. Number two, let's talk about Instagram. So it used to be that if I'm at the park and I say, you know what, I'm just going to do a quick 30, 40-second video, I hit the video button on Instagram, and now I film the lake. And I have my say. Little short thing, there it is. Bam. It's on my page, and there it is. Then they came out with stories, and some people, went that route. I didn't go the stories route. I didn't want to do that. Basically, stories are something that were only there for 24 hours and gone. And you know what? I'm not afraid to let my stuff stay. I'm not that important anyway, so I put it out there. Well, now they've taken away the ability just to put something on your profile page. You actually have to do a selection of either doing it as a story or doing it as a reel. Reels are, in essence, Snapchat or TikTok kind of thing, where it's very short. That's all you get. I guess one of the differences is that the reels will stay there a little longer, but they're really short. And the stories will stay there for like maybe 24 hours and they're gone. And I'm thinking, well, wait, how come you had to change stuff up? So yesterday, it was snowing outside. Didn't expect snow, but it was snowing. So I go to do my little video just to say, hey, didn't expect this. And it wouldn't let me do it. So what I had to do was go to my phone and pick the video on the regular phone and just shoot a 30-second video and then post it as if I was posting a picture. That's the only way you can do it now if you want to do something like that. I don't want to be forced into doing a story. I don't want to be forced into doing reels. Luckily, there's other ways around it, but that's still irksome. Why are you changing that? Who are you trying to be? I know Instagram is owned by Facebook, and Facebook's always trying to change stuff. Facebook, if you could figure out what speech is really bad enough to ban someone from your site, goodness. I mean, really, a guy gets on there and says that two famous people, they're not supposed to be famous people, government employees should be beheaded and have their heads put on a stick in front of the White House, and you don't think that's bad enough to ban someone from your site? Y'all are just wrong. That's what I got. And then YouTube. Yeah, I'm going to pick on YouTube because I got the new terms of service today. And most of the time, I just scan really quick. Nothing ever really applies to me. I don't have tons of followers or anything like that. Until I saw the one thing which basically says we have the right to put ads on any video on our platform, whether you are part of the partner program or not. Well, I'm not close to it. What do I have? 539 subscribers now? Which, thank you very much for y'all. But what this basically says is that if I did a review on something and they say, hey, you know what, this is getting a little bit more than whatever, they could pop an ad on my video and I get nothing for it. I won't even know it's there unless someone else says, hey, I didn't know you were advertising now. I didn't know you had reached it. To which I'd probably say, what, who, me? I didn't reach anything. If I hadn't read the new terms of service. Now, do they have the right to do it? Absolutely, they have the right. Do I think it's fair? No. Because I've had, out of all these years, I think I've had 4 or 5 videos that have gone viral. One of them hit, I think, 47,000 people. For me, that's a big deal. But you know how much I made off of that video when I was still part of the program, when you didn't have to have over 1,000 subscribers? I think I made a total of $8. So, I don't know. Like I said, I think it's unfair, but they have the right to do it. All the social media sites have the right to do what they want to do. But it doesn't mean we have to like it. And you know what? That's my little rant for the day. Y'all let me know. Is there something about a social media site that they have that you really don't like and you wish they wouldn't have it? Or is there something that you wish they would add to a site so that it makes it more friendly for you, more user friendly? Y'all let me know. My name is Mitch Mitchell. I hope y'all have a wonderful week.